Listen to me. There is no tomorrow. You keep saying I'll do it later. You keep saying I'll start tomorrow. But I'm telling you, there is no tomorrow. There's only now, only this moment. Every second you waste, someone else is out there grinding, working while you're sleeping, training while you're chilling, building their legacy while you're scrolling through your phone. You think life is going to wait on you? It's not. You think success is going to come knock on your door? It won't. You have to go take it. You don't get time back. You don't get to rewind and fix what you didn't do yesterday. But you do get this moment. And that's all you need. Because if you give 120% right now, you'll never have to say, I wish I would've. There is no tomorrow. There is no someday. There is only today, only this breath, only this chance. So take it, own it, be legendary, because the future belongs to those who act like there is no tomorrow. Time is limited. Act not. We hear this all the time, but most of us don't really feel it. We wake up each day thinking we've got time. We think there's always another hour, another day, another chance. We go through the motions as if our clock isn't ticking. But I need you to really let this sink in. Your time is limited, not just metaphorically, literally. There will come a day when your name will be spoken for the last time. A day when the alarm clock won't go off anymore. A day when all your plans, dreams, and excuses will stop. Not because you finally succeeded or gave up, but because life gave you no more time. We live like we're mortal, like there's an infinite string of tomorrows waiting for us, but there isn't. Time is the one currency you can't save, can't bank, can't refund. Once it's spent, it's gone. And here's the cash. It's being spent whether you use it or not. You don't have to do anything for time to pass. Every second that ticks by is another second you'll never get back. And what did you do with it? Did you use it to build your dream, to get closer to your goals? Or did you scroll, delay, doubt, and wait? The people who win, the ones who change their lives and the lives of others, they understand this truth. Time doesn't wait for motivation, inspiration, or ideal circumstances. Time just moves, and you either move with it or fall behind. You don't get to control how much time you have. You only control how you use it. Let me be clear. This isn't about fear. It's about urgency. It's about waking up with an awareness that every day you get is a blessing, and every day you waste is a blessing thrown away. There are people right now lying in hospital beds, praying for just one more day, one more moment with their families, one more hour to chase the dream they never started, one more shot to tell the world who they really are. And here you are, healthy, breathing, strong. And you say you'll start tomorrow? You don't need tomorrow, you have today. Right now, that's all you need. Because real change doesn't happen in some magical future moment. It happens in the decision you make in this second. The moment you decide that enough is enough, that you're done waiting, that you're done sleeping on your gift, done playing small, done pretending like you have forever. That decision, that fierce, urgent decision is the spark. It's how you build momentum, and momentum is how you change your life. What's your key? But let's talk about how we waste this precious time. We say things like, I'll do it when I feel ready. You'll never feel ready. There will always be fear, always be discomfort, always be uncertainty. Waiting for readiness is just another way of procrastinating. Or we say, I'm too tired. Listen, everybody's tired. But the difference is winners grind tired. They work when it hurts. They push when it's inconvenient because they know there's no promise of a later opportunity. Another lie we tell ourselves, I'll start when things calm down. Let me help you. Life is never going to calm down. It's never going to be perfect. There will always be something, a distraction, a problem, a reason to stop. You have to learn to start when the chaos. Start when it's messy. Start when it's hard. Because the perfect time, it doesn't exist. Think about the dreams you've had for years. The business idea, the book, the degree, the body, the relationship, whatever it is. How long have you been saying, one day I will? How long have you been letting your life pass while you sit on potential? That's not just missed opportunity. That's wasted life. And one day, if you don't act now, you'll look back with regret, asking yourself why you didn't start sooner, why you didn't believe in yourself when you had the chance. The people you look up to, the ones who are making an impact, they didn't wait. They didn't sit around waiting for all the stars to align. They acted, even when they were scared, even when they had no roadmap, even when people doubted them. They acted out because they knew something you need to know. Comfort is the enemy of progress. If you keep waiting to feel comfortable, you'll be stuck forever. Growth happens in the uncomfortable. Breakthroughs happen when you force yourself to move right now. And I know what you're thinking of, but I've got time. Maybe you're 20, 30, 40 years old and you think you got decades ahead. Maybe you do, but maybe you don't. But maybe you don't. People die at 25 and are buried until 75. Living but not alive. Breathing but not pushing. Existing but not thriving. Don't become one of them. Don't drift through life asleep at the wheel. Wake up. Right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, this is your shot, your life, your legacy. It doesn't begin later. It begins today with every choice you make, with every action you take, with how you show up, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. You have no idea who you could become if you just stop waiting. If you treated every second like it matters, because it does. The world doesn't owe you anything. Your dream won't chase you, and time will not stop for you. You have to chase it. You have to run after your vision with everything you've got. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. Don't just wish for it. Work for it. Because the clock is ticking, and every tick is a reminder that you have a choice. Waste it or use it. You were not born to be average. You were not created to live in neutral. There is greatness inside you, but you have to act on it. You have to move like your time is running out, because it is. And once it's gone, there are no second chance, so stop saying, but I'll do it tomorrow. Stop saying, I'll start later. Stop saying, I'll wait until it's the right time. The right time is now, because there is no tomorrow. Only this moment, only this chance, only this life. So take it, and don't waste another second. Procrastination kills dreams. It's not just a bad habit. It's not something harmless that you can shrug off and say, I'll get to it later. No, procrastination is a silent killer. It sneaks in quietly. It doesn't scream or shout. It whispers, you got time. It tells you can start tomorrow. And slowly, day by day, it drains your potential. It robs you of your purpose. It takes your ambition, your drive, your ideas, and it buries them under layers of delay, hesitation, and fear. There's nothing more dangerous than the illusion of later. Because a later becomes a never. The dream that was so alive in your heart, that vision that once burned so brightly, it starts to fade. Not because you weren't capable, not because you weren't talented, but because you didn't move, you didn't act. You told yourself, I'll do it when I'm ready, and readiness never came. Life doesn't reward those who delay. Life rewards those who execute. Think about how many times you told yourself, I'll start Monday. Monday comes and goes. Then you say, next week I'll be more focused. Next week turns into next month. And before you know it, years have passed. You've been stuck in the same place, same habits, same routines, same complaints. And you wonder why nothing has changed. It's because procrastination became your lifestyle. Procrastination is a liar. It tells you that conditions will be better tomorrow, that you'll feel more motivated later, that you'll have more energy next week. But let me tell you something. If you can't start when it's hard, when you're tired, when it's inconvenient, you won't start when it's easy either, because it's never going to feel perfect. There will always be distractions. There will always be stress. There will always be doubt. But winners push through that. They take action even when it's uncomfortable, because they know that dreams don't wait. You might think you're being smart by waiting. You might think you're planning or preparing, but most of the time you're just avoiding. You're avoiding the work. You're avoiding the fear of failure. You're avoiding the responsibility that comes with actually chasing your goals, because when you start, it gets real. It's no longer a fantasy in your head. It becomes a path full of effort, obstacles, setbacks, and growth. And that scares people, so they put it off again and again. But here's what you have to understand. Every time you procrastinate, you reinforce the habit of not doing. Every time you delay action, you make it harder to start. You teach your brain that comfort is more important than progress. And your brain loves comfort. It will protect you from effort, even if that effort leads to a better life. So if you want to break free, you have to fight that instinct. You have to move even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Ask yourself, how much have you lost to procrastination? How many ideas have you let sit in your mind, never acted on? How many opportunities have passed you by because you weren't ready? Or worse, because you never tried. That job you wanted but didn't apply for. That fitness goal you had but kept delaying. That business idea you believed in but never built. Those moments matter. Those choices shape your future. And if you keep choosing later, your future will be filled with regret. Some people think they're procrastinating because they're lazy. That's not always true. Most of the time, people procrastinate because they're afraid. Afraid of failing. Afraid of not being good enough. Afraid of judgment. But you can't let fear be your compass. You can't let the fear of failing stop you from trying. Failure is part of the journey. Everyone fails. What matters is whether you let that stop you or fuel you. If you never act because you might fail, you've already failed by default. You've handed the wind to fear. The cost of procrastination isn't just time. It's confidence, it's momentum. Every time you put things off, you lose trust in yourself. You start to doubt whether you can actually follow through. You become someone who talks a big game but doesn't deliver. And deep down, you know it. That eats at you. It drains your belief. But here's the good news. Just like procrastination is a habit, so is discipline, and discipline starts with one choice. One moment where you say, I'm done waiting. I'm starting now. Action is the antidote to procrastination, even the smallest action. Start with 5 minutes, one tag, one rep, one sentence, one step forward. When you move, momentum builds. When you act, clarity comes. You don't need to have the full picture. You just need to start painting. The rest will reveal itself as you go. But nothing happens if you don't move. Understand that procrastination doesn't just delay your dreams. It delays your growth. You don't grow by thinking. You grow by doing, by failing, by adjusting, by getting better. And none of that happens if you're stuck in a maybe later. Every goal you have requires action. Every transformation you desire demands movement. You can visualize, plan, and dream all you want. But at some point, you have to do the work. There's a difference between intention and execution. Everyone has intention, everyone has goals, but very few execute. And that's what separates the winners from the wishers, the doers from the dreamers, the people who live their purpose from the people who watch others live theirs. You don't want to be a spectator in your own life. You don't want to look back 10 years from now and realize you wasted the best years of your life waiting for a feeling that never came. So you need to get serious right now, not tomorrow, not when it's easy. Nah, whatever it is that you've been putting off, face it. Whether it's your health, your business, your education, your passion, not perfectly, just start. Start messy, start scared, start uncertain, but start. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret lasts a lifetime. Don't let procrastination write your story. Don't let delay be your downfall. You were created with purpose. You have something inside you the world needs, but the world will never see it if you don't bring it to life. Procrastination hides your greatness. It buries your talents, it silences your voice, but you can break free. You can choose differently. You can rewrite your story, one decision at a time. Procrastination is not your identity. It's not who you are. It's just a pattern you practiced. And patterns can be broken. Habits can be changed, but only through action. So take a deep breath. Forget perfect, forget fear, comfort, and take the step. Because your dream is waiting. Your future is waiting. And it won't wait forever. Don't let procrastination steal one more day from you. Don't let it kill the greatness inside you. Move now. Act now. Start now. Because your time is now. And tomorrow might be too late. Every day that you waste waiting for the perfect moment is a day that you never get back. Time doesn't stop. It doesn't slow down for you to catch up. It doesn't wait until you feel ready. While you hesitate, time is moving forward, and life is happening without your permission. That's why urgency is so important. It's not about being in a rush. It's about understanding the value of each moment and acting with intention before the opportunity slips through your finger. Most people live like they have unlimited time. They act as though tomorrow is promised. They put off what matters. They put off their goals, their dreams, their relationships, their health, and tell themselves, I'll get to it eventually. But eventually doesn't come unless you make it come. There is no clock in the sky counting down to when you'll suddenly feel ready to change your life. If anything, every second you delay pushes you further away from the life you're meant to live. You must live with urgency because life is unpredictable. No one knows how much time they have. People assume they'll live into the 80s or 90s, but the truth is, none of that is guaranteed. Tragedy can strike. Circumstances can change. Your window to act can close at any moment. And if you've been living passively thinking you'll always have more time, that moment will pass you by and leave you with nothing but regret. The people who achieve greatness in this world aren't always the smartest or most talented. Often they're just the ones who moved. They took the leap on. They didn't wait until they had all the answers. They felt the fear and did it anyway. They understood that delay can be deadly. They knew that waiting for perfect conditions was just another form of fear. They embraced urgency not as panic, but as a mindset, a way of living where every day is seen as a chance, a gift, and an opportunity that must not be wasted. If you really understood how precious time is, you would stop wasting it on things that don't matter. You wouldn't spend hours scrolling social media. You wouldn't stay stuck in toxic relationships. You wouldn't keep working at a job you hate while ignoring your passion. You wouldn't keep saying yes to distractions while saying a no to your dreams. Urgency means you take control of your time. You stop giving it away so freely. You become intentional, disciplined, and fiercely protective of what you give your energy to. People will always tell you to relax, to wait, to slow down. But understand this, those same people won't be there when you're sitting in regret years from now, wondering why you didn't chase what was in your heart. It's easy to tell someone else to wait when it's not your dream, but your life is your responsibility. No one will push you harder than you push yourself. No one will believe in your vision more than you do. That's why you must develop urgency, because no one is going to hand you the life you want. You have to go out and build it. Urgency is not about anxiety. It's not about being frantic or panic. It's about being clear. It's about being focused. When you live with urgency, you stop tolerating excuses. You stop lying to yourself. You stop saying, I'll start tomorrow, because you realize tomorrow is just an illusion. All you truly have is today. All you truly have is this moment. And what you do with it will define where you go, who you become, and what you accomplish. You may think you're waiting for the right time, but sometimes the right time is waiting for you to take the first step. Action creates clarity. Movement creates momentum. You can plan all you want, but plans mean nothing without execution. How many people do you know who have amazing ideas, big dreams, powerful goals, but they never act? They keep talking about what they're going to do. And year after year, they're in the same place, spinning in circles. That's what a life without urgency looks like. A life full of potential, but no progress. When you live with urgency, you begin to treat your time like money. Every hour is an investment. Every day is a deposit toward your future. You don't just let time pass. You use it. You spend it on growth. You spend it on creation. You spend it on building something meaningful. That doesn't mean you never rest. It means your rest is earned. It's intentional. It's part of a bigger purpose. You're no longer drifting, you're driving. You're no longer just existing. You're living on purpose. Think about the dreams you have. Think about the goals that live inside you. Now ask yourself, how many of them are being delayed because you're waiting? Waiting for the right move. Waiting for the right finance. Waiting for support. Waiting for more confidence. You don't need perfect conditions. You need courage. You need commitment. You need to stop treating your future like a distant hope and start treating it like a mission. Urgency changes the way you talk. You stop saying a someday. You start saying a day. You stop waiting for permission. You give yourself the green light. You start showing up even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable, because urgency means you understand that comfort is the enemy of growth. Growth lives in action. Success lives in movement. And fulfillment lives on the other side of fear. There's a powerful shift that happens when you stop thinking you have time. You get real. You stop negotiating with your excuses. You stop making space for your limitations. You start working. You start working. You start showing up with energy, with focus, with intensity. Not because you're trying to be perfect, but because you know that you don't get this moment again. It's now or never. You either build the life you want now, or you live with the regret of what could have been. That urgency, that hunger, that fire, it must be fed daily. Every morning you wake up, remind yourself, you don't get to relive today. Make it count. Use your time. Do the hard thing. Have the tough conversation. Send a proposal. Go to the gym. Start the business. Write the book. Whatever it is, do it now, not next week, not when it's easier. Not when someone gives you approval. Now, your future is created by what you do today. And every day that you let pass without taking action is a day that moves you further from that future. You can't keep putting your dreams on hold. You can't keep giving in to doubt. You can't keep living like you got forever, because you don't. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up, to shake you out of autopilot, to remind you that you are not promised endless time, that your dreams are valid, urgent, and important, and they deserve more than your maybe someday. They deserve your action, they deserve your dedication, they deserve you now. So live like it matters. Move like it matters. Speak like it matters. Because it does matter. Your time is your life. Don't let it slip away while you wait for perfect. Make your move today. Most people underestimate the power of discipline. They think success is about motivation, about waking up inspired and ready to conquer the world. But the truth is, motivation fades. It's inconsistent. It shows up when it wants to and disappears when things get hard. Discipline, on the other hand, doesn't care about how you feel. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It shows up rain or shine, in pain or in comfort, whether you're excited or exhausted. Discipline is what carries you forward when everything else falls apart. Success is not about doing something once in a while when you feel like it. It's about doing the right things over and over, even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up when no one's watching. It's about waking up early when your body screams for more sleep. It's about making smart decisions when no one will applaud you for it. That's what separates the average from the great. It's not talent, it's not intelligence, it's discipline. Discipline means doing the hard thing, especially when it's hard. Anybody can act right when it's easy. Anybody can stick to a plan when it's convenient. But real growth, real strength, and real transformation come when you push through resistance, when you choose consistency over comfort, when you get up and do the work even though every part of you wants to quit. That's what discipline is. A decision to keep going. Quitting is the easier option. And understand this, discipline is not punishment, it's not restriction, it's freedom. People think discipline means you have to live like a robot with no joy or flexibility. But the truth is, discipline gives you control. When you're disciplined, you don't live at the mercy of your impulses. You don't let distractions steal your time. You don't let laziness steal your potential. You set the standard. You create your own rhythm. You build your own destiny. That's freedom. Without discipline, you drift. You live life reacting instead of creating. You move with the wind, chasing the next dopamine hit, the next TV show, the next meal, the next scroll on your phone. But with discipline, you become grounded. You become focused. You live with purpose. You take control of your actions, your habits, and ultimately, your future. You don't have to be the most gifted. You don't have to have the best background or the perfect conditions. But if you can learn discipline, if you can train yourself to do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel, you can win. You can outlast the talented. You can outperform the privileged. You can build a life so strong, so stable, that no storm can shake it. So, discipline is built through repetition, through small, consistent decisions that compound over time. It's built when you choose to work out instead of skipping the gym, when you choose to eat clean instead of reaching for junk, when you started reaching for junk, when you started procrastinating, when you speak with kindness even when you're irritated. Every choice you make is a vote for the person you want to become. And with enough votes, that version of you becomes real. You have to stop negotiating with yourself. Stop making deals with your weakness. Stop saying, or just one more time, tough, I'll start tomorrow, or it's not that bad. That's how average people think. That's how regret is born. You've got to decide what you want your life to look like, then build habits that support that vision, not sabotage it. Discipline will ask you to sacrifice. It will ask you to give up short-term pleasure for long-term success. It will ask you to endure discomfort today so you can experience joy tomorrow. But the truth is, life is going to demand sacrifice either way. You either sacrifice now and live the life you want later, or you avoid sacrifice now and end up living a life of regret. There's no escaping it. One way or another, there's a price to pay. The difference is, with discipline, you choose the pain that leads to progress. You choose the pain of growth over the pain of stagnation. You choose the discomfort of pushing forward over the emptiness of looking back and wishing you had. And yes, discipline is difficult, especially at first. It will feel unnatural. It will feel frustrating. It will feel lonely. But the more you do it, the stronger you get. The more you show up, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, what was once hard becomes your new normal. What was once a struggle becomes your standard. That's the power of habits. That's the power of discipline. When you look at the people who are truly successful in any field, in any area, what you're really seeing is the result: discipline. The athlete who trains day after day when no one is watching. The entrepreneur who keeps building after every failure. The artist who keeps creating when no one is paying attention. That's not motivation. That's not inspiration. That's discipline. That's choosing to stay committed when everything around you tells you to quit. You want to be respected? Be disciplined. You want to be trusted? Be consistent. Be consistent. You want to be free? Be in control of yourself. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful person in the room isn't the loudest or the strongest. It's the one who can control their mind, control their actions, and keep going when the feelings fade. Your emotions will lie to you. Your excuses will try to convince you to take it easy. Your environment might not support your growth, but none of that matters when you have discipline. Discipline says, I do it anyway. Discipline says, I made a commitment and I will honor it. Discipline says, oh, this is who I am now, and this is how I move, no matter how I feel. You won't always feel like it. That's a guarantee. But when you have discipline, you don't need to feel like it. You do it because you said you would. You do it because your future self is counting on you. You do it because greatness is built one disciplined decision at a time. And here's the thing. Every time you keep your word to yourself, your confidence grows. Every time you do what's hard, your character strengthens. Every time you stay consistent, your results begin to multiply. That's the return on discipline. That's how you start stacking wins, building momentum, and rising above the average life. So make the decision, make it once, and make it strong. Decide who you want to be. Then every day, align your actions with that vision. Train your mind, guard your time. Raise your standards. No more excuses, no more shortcuts, no more waiting for perfect moments. Discipline is your bridge from where you are to where you want to go. Walk across it every single day until you arrive. Because success isn't a mystery. It's not magic. It's not reserved for the lucky. It's earned through consistent, disciplined action over time. If you can understand that and embrace that, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Discipline is the difference. Let it lead. Let it shape you. Let it carry you all the way to the top. Every single person walking this earth has potential, an idea, a dream, a purpose inside of them. But potential means nothing if you don't put in the work. Potential is not power. Potential is only the possibility of power. You don't get to win just because you could have. You don't get to succeed just because you're talented or smart or creative. You win when you take what's inside of you and grind into something real. The world doesn't reward dreamers who sit still. The world rewards doers, movers, builders, people who take action, people who put in the effort day in and day out. It's not enough to want success. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to be somebody, but very few are willing to do what it takes. Very few are willing to wake up early, stay up late, study, learn, sacrifice, fail, and keep going. That's the difference. The grind is what separates the good from the great. The grind is what takes your potential and turns it into progress. Without the grind, your potential dies with you. And that's the saddest thing in the world, to have all this greatness in you and never use it. The grind isn't pretty. It's not glamorous. It's waking up when your body says sleep. It's studying when your mind wants to relax. It's choosing discipline over distractions, effort over excuses. It's saying no to comfort so you can say yes to growth. It's doing the little things when no one's watching, trusting that one day the results will speak for you. Because success doesn't come with applause in the beginning. It comes in silence. It comes in isolation. It comes in those moments where it's just you and the word. That's when champions are made. You have to understand that no one's going to hand it to you. You're not entitled to anything. The world doesn't care about what you say you want. It cares about what you do. If you want to be great, if you want to leave a legacy, if you want to make something of your life, you have to grind. There's no shortcut, no hack, no easy road. You have to bleed for it. You have to sweat for it. You have to struggle for it. People love the idea of success, but they hate the process. They want the rewards without the work. But it doesn't work that way. If you don't grind, you don't grow. And if you don't grow, you stay stuck. You stay average. You stay in the same place year, wondering why life isn't changing. It's not changing because you're not putting in the effort to change it. You've got to get out of your feelings and into your grind, because feelings are fleeting. You won't always feel like putting in the work. You won't always feel motivated. But that's where the grind comes in. The grind says, I don't care how I feel, I'm doing it anyway. The grind says, this is who I am now. I'm a worker. I'm a builder. I'm a warrior. I don't take days off on my destiny. You can't be part-time with your dream and expect full-time results. You can't work when it's convenient and expect to dominate. If you really want it, you have to show up every day. You have to push every day. You have to believe in your dream so much that you're willing to suffer for it. You're willing to fight for it. You're willing to go through hell to bring it to life. That's what the grind. There's relentless commitment, daily effort, unbreakable focus. The grind is lonely sometimes. Your friends might not understand. Your family might question it. People might look at you like you're crazy, but that's okay, because vision isn't always visible. They can't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel. So stop waiting for their approval. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to be great. You don't need it. What you need is to grind until the vision becomes reality. Grinding isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall short. But you got to keep showing up. You got to keep learning. You got to keep getting better. That's how progress happens. One imperfect rep at a time. One tough day at a time. One challenge at a time. If you stay in the grind long enough, it starts to transform you. Your body changes. Your mind sharpens. Your habits align. You become the type of person who wins, not by accident, but by design. It's easy to look at successful people and think they had it easier than you. But what you don't see is the years they spent grinding in the dark, the nights they went without sleep, the sacrifices they made, the failures they endured, the doubts they had to overcome. The grind was their crucible. It forged them. And it will forge you too if you're willing to stay in it. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, being able to embrace hard work like it's part of your identity. Because once you make the grind the non-negotiable, everything else starts to align. Opportunities open up. Confidence rises, results compound. Success becomes inevitable, not because of luck, but because of work ethic. Let me say this, your grind is your gift. Your willingness to go harder than everyone else is what gives you the edge. Talent is nice, resources help, but nothing beats hustle. Nothing beats discipline. Nothing beats someone who shows up every day, puts in the reps, and refuses to quit. That kind of person can't be stopped. So if you're sitting on a dream, if you're sitting on talent, if you know deep down you were meant for more, get to work. Don't wait for perfect timing. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just start. Start small if you have to, but start. And once you start, don't stop. Build momentum. Build consistency. Build character. Build a mindset that doesn't flinch in the face of adversity. The grind will test you. It will stretch you. It will expose your weaknesses, but it will also build you. It will refine you. It will make you strong. It will make you focused. It will turn your dream from an idea into a reality, but only if you keep going. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to do the work for you. It's on you. It's always been on you. And that's the beauty of it. Because if it's on you, then you're in control. You get to decide how hard you go. You get to decide how far you push. You get to decide whether or not you succeed. So grind like your life depends on it. Grind like there is no tomorrow. Because the truth is there might not be. All you have is today. All you have is this moment. Use it. Maximize it. Pour everything you got into it. That's how you win. That's how you rise. That's how you make your potential count. Let the world see not just what you could have been, but what you chose to become through the grind. Most people walk through life thinking they have time. Time to chase the dream. Time to fix the broken parts. Time to start over. But time is the most dangerous illusion we believe in. The truth is, you don't have time. You're not promised next week, tomorrow, or even your next breath. And when you finally understand that, your entire mindset shifts. You start living with urgency. You stop procrastinating. You stop wasting your life on things that don't matter. Too many people are waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting until they feel more confident, waiting until the kids grow up, until they save more money, until they retire, until somebody tells them they're ready. But life doesn't wait. Opportunity doesn't wait. Your purpose won't wait forever. And while you're waiting, your potential is slipping away. The seconds are ticking. The world is spinning, and you are standing still. You got to move like your time is running out, because it is. You got to approach every single day like it's the only one you got. You got to be intentional with your actions, your words, your energy. You got to treat each sunrise like it's your last chance to build something that matters, because the harsh reality is that people die with dreams inside of them every single day. People leave this earth with songs never sung, books never written, businesses never started, relationships never healed. Not because they weren't capable, but because they waited. They assumed they had more time. You have to break out of that mindset. You have to stop living like life owes you something it doesn't. Every day you wake up with breath in your lung, you've been given a gift to work, a gift to create, a gift to grow, a gift to love. But that gift is perishable. You can't store it up. You can't cash it in later. You either use it or lose it. Living with urgency doesn't mean living in fear. It means living with purpose. It means eliminating distractions. It means cutting out excuses. It means saying no to the things that don't serve your mission. It means understanding that your legacy is being written right now, not someday. The way you show up today is the story your life will tell tomorrow. There are people depending on you. There are people watching you. There are people whose lives could be changed by your obedience, your discipline, your grind. But they'll never see your greatness if you keep playing small. They'll never benefit from your purpose if you keep hiding behind fear and doubt. You've got to rise up. You've got to act like the leader you were born to be. You've got to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating the moment. And the most powerful truth, you already have everything you need to begin. You don't need more time. You need more time. You need more action. You don't need more resources. You need more resolve. You don't need permission. You need persistence. The people who win in this life are not always the most talented or the most gifted. They are the ones who move with urgency. They are the ones who take responsibility. They are the ones who stop blaming circumstances and start making choices. You have to decide right now that you're done living below your potential. You have to declare war on comfort, on laziness, on mediocrity. You have to kill the voice inside that said, I'll do it later, because later might never come. The graveyard is filled with people who said later. Later is the most dangerous word in your vocabulary. Later kills dreams. Later destroys futures. Later robs you of greatness. You want success? Then act like it. Move like it. Prepare like it. Speak like it. Sacrifice for it. Every second of every day must be infused with your vision. Every moment must move you closer to what you said you want. Because if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. Life doesn't stand still. Neither should you. Some of you have dreams that have been sitting in your heart for years. Books, businesses, music, ministry, service, healing. But you buried them under fear, under indecision, under comfort. And every day you don't act on that dream, it dies a little more. But here's the beautiful thing. You can resurrect it. You can bring it back to life. Not with hope, not with wishing, but with urgency. By deciding today, right now, that you're going to take the first step, that you're going to do something, anything. He moves you in the direction of your purpose. People ask, oh, what if I fail? You will. That's part of the process. Failure is not the enemy. Delay is. Fear is. Inaction is. Because failure means you try. Trying means you're learning, and learning means you're growing. But doing nothing, that's where dreams go to die. There's no magic moment coming. There's no sign from heaven. The sign is you're alive. The sign is your heartbeat. The sign is that you woke up today with the ability to change everything. That's your confirmation. That's your call to action. What more do you need? Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a myth. Champions act while they're scared. Leaders step up while they're unsure. Warriors move even when the path isn't clear. That's the mindset you need. That's the urgency that separates winners from watchers. And let's get something straight. Urgency isn't about rushing. It's about prioritizing. It's about understanding what really matters and putting that first. It's about looking at your goals every single day and saying, I refuse to waste this day. It's about being present, focused, and disciplined. That's how you make progress. That's how you make change. You don't need a million followers. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need all the answers. You need to move. You need to build. You need to grind. Day by day, hour by hour, brick by brick. And if you do that consistently, your life will change. Not because you wish for it, but because you work for it. So what are you waiting for? What excuse are you still holding on to? What lie are you still believing about why you can't start? Crush it, break it, burn it. And then take that first step today, right now, not next week, not next month. Now, you have greatness inside of you. You have ideas the world needs. You have strength you haven't even tapped into yet. But you'll never see it if you keep putting things off, if you keep saying tomorrow. If you keep living like you got forever, you don't. So live like your time is short, because it is. Love hard, work smart, give everything, hold nothing back. Chase your purpose with everything you got, because there's no tomorrow, there's only now, and now is more than enough.